Hi, I'm Kellen from Alesis. We're going to show you in this video how to get started using the Alesis SamplePad. SamplePad has 4 different pads plus a kick input. It has an internal library of samples, but you can also load your own samples onto an SD card. So this is a brief overview of the screen on the SamplePad. You can use the select up and down buttons to move through the screen, and you can use the value up and down buttons to adjust the setting of the highlighted menu item. The first item here is the kit. There are up to 8 kits in SamplePad, and a kit is just a combination of the samples loaded to the 4 pads and the kick input. The second item here is the location. You can select either the SamplePad's internal library of sounds, or you can select an SD card if one is connected. In the center is the name of the sample. You can also adjust the pitch of your sample, tuning it up or down. You can add reverb to your sample. You can also adjust the sensitivity of the pad. You can also adjust the volume level of the pad, the panning, so it's left, right, or center. And if you're working with an external MIDI module, you can adjust the MIDI note that the particular pad sends out. So let's load some samples to the different pads. First, select the kit you want to edit. To select a pad to edit its sample, go ahead and hit it, and you'll see the LED light up. Next, select the location where you want to find the sample, whether it's the internal memory or an SD card. Then highlight the name of the sample on the screen. Scroll through the list of available samples until you find one you like. And you can go ahead and hit the pad, and the sample's already loaded and saved to that kit. Let's load something onto pad number 2. And there you go. When using external samples with SamplePad, make sure the files are 16-bit mono wave files with a sample rate of up to 48 kilohertz. You can use any audio editing program to create these files, but if you want to use a free one, you can download Audacity for free on the web, a very basic audio editing program. I'm going to show you right now how to convert your files into the kinds of samples that SamplePad can use. First, open your file in Audacity. When the waveform appears on the screen, go to Tracks and select Stereo Track to Mono. After that, go to Tracks again and select Resample. If the number is anything higher than 48,000, select 48,000 as your sample rate and click OK. Then click on the track name on the left of the waveform, select Set Sample Format, and select 16-bit PCM. After that, finally, go to File and select Export and type in your file name. When naming your file, make sure it's 8 characters or less so it appears in SamplePad's display. And also, make sure it's only letters and numbers, no spaces or unusual characters. When you've named your file, click Save, and then click OK to skip past the Edit Metadata screen. Finally, when you're ready to drag your samples onto your SD card, make sure you put them on the root directory of the card. That's the very first level that appears when you insert the card. And that's all there is to it. Just take your SD card out of your computer and put it into SamplePad's SD card slot and start assigning the samples to the pads.